The Nobel Prize award ceremony and banquet are held on December 10th every year, the death date of Alfred Nobel. This banquet is renowned for following the most formal of white tie event protocol. There are some points of etiquette I wish I had known about white tie banquets before attending one or watching such events. And I think the Nobel Prize banquet is a great example. Firstly, white tie for men means wearing a tailcoat, a white bow tie, and a white waistcoat. Instead of buttons, cufflinks are used and a pocket square is placed in the front pocket. While the pocket square is considered optional, it's very rare to see someone without one. For women, a floor-length dress is appropriate. As you can see on screen, when the Nobel Prize banquet begins, the Swedish royal family, Nobel laureates, and Nobel Prize committee members make their entrance by walking down the stairs. When designing Stockholm City Hall, the architect and his wife personally walked down the stairs to ensure that even women wearing long dresses and heels could easily descend. Spaces frequently used for white tie banquets have very low and wide stairs like Stockholm City Hall. If you, as a woman, are attending a white tie event, it's always a good idea to check the stairs at the venue. Both men and women wear medals or brooches. Esa-Pekka Salonen, the Finnish conductor of numerous prominent orchestras, including the San Francisco Symphony, is also wearing many medals, as you can see on the screen. In addition to traditional white tie attire, these days national costumes are also welcome for both men and women. It's not uncommon to see people wearing military-style uniforms or their own traditional clothing. It's a good idea to check with the organizers in advance if you plan to wear something other than non-Western formal wear. Also, note that asking if you can simply wear a tuxedo with a non-tails dinner jacket instead of following the white tie dress code can be seen as quite rude, even though the organizers might not explicitly object to breaking the dress code in this way. And the person may find that they end up looking like a sparrow at an emperor penguin party. The next point is the
Your
toasting
Majesties,
style. Usually,
Your Royal
a white
Highnesses,
wine-based welcome drink is already set on
esteemed
a
Nobel
table,
laureates,
and everyone drinks after
ladies and
toasting
gentlemen,
together.
I would like to propose a toast for His Majesty the King.
On this day, the head of the Nobel Prize Committee of the Year proposes a toast to the current King of Sweden, Carl Gustaf. This is followed by the actual toasting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to join me in a toast to honor the great donor, Alfred Nobel.
The point is to make eye contact with everyone without clinking glasses.
Skål!
In Swedish, they say skål, which means cheers. If you break down the word literally, it means something like have a bowl. There's also a theory, probably apocryphal, that the word skull has the same origin, and that Vikings started saying this to celebrate their victories in battle. Now let's watch the toast from last year,
I would like you all
2023.
to join me in a toast to honor the great donor, Alfred Nobel.
The first step is to exchange glances with everyone at the same table after the speaking of the toast. The second step is to take a sip of the drink. The third step is to exchange glances with everyone again, and finally, everyone puts down their glasses. This toasting manner of glance exchange is also common in other Nordic and neighboring countries, such as Germany and France. It's completely fine to drink less, or not at all in such a setting, and nowadays, oftentimes, non-alcoholic alternatives are offered. Of course, in Nordic and neighboring European countries, there's a drinking culture, so it's totally fine if you drink as much as you like. Before the meal begins, an initial drink is available to each attendee. After that, there are appetizers, the main course and dessert, each paired with a different drink. And as you can see, the waiters keep refilling your glass. Before drinking each new drink, everyone toasts together the same way. Again, people look at each other's eyes every time when they toast, not the glasses, but make sure to hold the same new drink everyone else is holding, not the one you prefer to drink. especially at events like the Nobel Prize banquet, where there are performances or speeches in between. They toast at those times, and even if it's not on the program, the Nobel laureates might propose a toast. By the end of the banquet, you'll have multiple glasses of different drinks, stacked up in front of you as if from an open bar. I hope the points I've mentioned will be helpful when watching the banquet and awards ceremony, or when attending formal events, or when traveling to Stockholm or elsewhere in Europe.